Wednesday, May 4th. May the 4th be with you, Tyler, and all you other Star Wars people. I'm not a Star Wars person, so, but I wish you the best on this wonderful day. Cinco de Mayo's tomorrow. That's more my style. Tacos and margaritas. So happy to see all your faces. As always, thank you, thank you, thank you for taking time out of your night to be here. I think it's awesome that we all get to connect, and it kind of makes me feel real connected to you guys. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Danny Barrett, one-star diamond coach, founder of Inspire Tribe, and been coaching for a little over 2 years now. And yeah, just excited to have like such an awesome group of ladies who I get to learn and grow and work with. So love you all. And it just gets better. You guys, what we're doing, it just keeps getting better, and it's just the beginning. So it's super exciting. That being said, let's start off with some recognition. The first thing I wanted to do is recognition for the month of April. And I have it pulled up here in my little photos because it is May 4th, so we don't have too many names on the board, and I like to recognize those people who really worked hard at the end of the month to get on the board for Success Club. Okay, where is it? Here it is. Okay, so for April, Inspire Tribe helped 53 people, which is like totally awesome. We helped 57 people in February. So we dropped a little, but that's okay because we're still helping a ton of people. For those of you in Success Club 10, we had myself, Sierra, and you guys, huge props to Sierra. She was at like Success. She started the month negative because she had a return, and she was at like Success Club 2, like a week before, like it seemed like a week before the end of the month. And then she ended with Success Club 11. So that's a great example of hard work and not giving up. Do not ever say, oh, we're halfway through the month and I don't have any points, I might as well not try. Or it's the last week, I might as well not try. Never do that to yourself, you guys. Everything in this business and everything in success is all it starts in your mind. So if you have those kind of beliefs and self-limiting beliefs, you're not going to go anywhere. So you always got to keep a positive mindset. And Sierra, you're a great example of that. So good job, girlfriend. And then Chelsea, is she on the call? Oh my God, Chelsea is it Bromling? Am I saying that right? Okay, anyways, okay, so brand new coach, like comes in blazing and signed up 3 coaches last month. Brand new coach, signed up 3 coaches last month and hit Success Club 10. Is that her first month? Yeah, in her first month, you guys. Freaking amazing. So if she watches this recording, props to you, girl. That is totally awesome. Better than I did in my first month. Probably better than like all of us. Like that might be the fastest start for an Inspire Triber. That's totally awesome. And then Tyler Anderson, Success Club 10. Whoa. Ah! Okay, hold on. That was weird. Sorry. If everyone heard that, it was like crazy. Anyways, Tyler, that is her February, March, April. So your 3rd month in a row hitting Success Club 10 or higher. So way to go, Tyler. And then Success Club 5, Casey Telez back in action. Oh, of course, right when she walks away. So way to go, Casey. She's on fire right now, and she's so close to diamond. It's going to be any day now. I'm so excited. Jamie Vogel, Success Club 8, Florence Brett's Flo, Success Club 6, her first time hitting Success Club. So way to go, Flo. She's not on the call. There was like a wildfire near her house yesterday, and they had to evacuate. But it seems like everything's going okay right now. But Mindy Brand, Success Club 6, which gives Mindy month 1 of Success Starters, which means she's going to be on the next call with Carl Deichler. And then if she hits it for 2 more months in May and June, she'll get her free ticket to Summit 2017. And we'll have a big party like we're going to have this year, but Mindy will be there. And then also Michelle Fields hit Success Club 6 last month. That's her 2nd month of Success Starters. So she's on her way to getting her free ticket as well. And then Jackie Bigelow, Success Club 6. And Jackie also recruited 3 coaches last month. And that's one of Tyler's coaches. So anyways, awesome job last month, Inspire Tribe. We have a ton of people who helped, who were almost close to Success Club, but we will not get too much into that. We'll just kind of move forward. May 4th, I think a lot of us always have the goal to hit Success Club 5 by the 5th and 10 by the 10th. I always put it on the calendar as well. Right now, we have a few people on the board. Tyler, Success Club 2, and then myself with Success Club 2. I know next week, next time we have the meeting, we're going to have at least a few people in Success Club as well as a few more people on the board, so that'll be exciting. Success Club, for you newer coaches, is a direct reflection of how many people you're helping. So the higher your Success Club numbers, the more people you're helping, the more lives you're affecting and touching and changing, and obviously the more successful you are being. For recruiting, top recruiter last week, myself, I brought in 3 new coaches. Tyler, 1, Sierra, 1, and Casey, 1. So that's way freaking awesome. I was just thinking, you guys, just a few months ago, we were having like 3 team calls in a row with nobody new coming into the team. You know what I mean? And so it's really awesome that we're like sharing this opportunity and showing more people what's possible. And that's actually the topic of our call tonight, is recruiting. Before we move into that, I want to do a few more recognition pieces. I want to shout out Casey because she has been killing it on social media, and she's in my face all day long doing live videos, you know, posting up a storm and just being right there in front of my face. Why is that so awesome? Because you guys, if I'm a person on Casey's Facebook and I wake up tomorrow and I'm like, I can't button my pants, oh my God, I'm freaking out, summer's here and I can't button my pants, who's the first person I'm gonna think of? Casey. So that's why it's so important to like be out there and be consistent and be in front of people. So who am I gonna trust over someone who posts once a month versus someone who's in front of my face every day? Definitely Casey. So way to go, Casey. And then obviously I wanted to shout out Mindy for hitting Success Club for her first time. That is so awesome. Huge accomplishment. And I love Mindy, when I congratulated her, she was like, it just, what did you say? You're like, it just makes me more excited. It lit a fire inside of me and I just can't wait to do this more. So Mindy's got the bug. She's got the bug, you guys. It's a good bug to have. Who else? Does anyone else have any special shout outs? I will also shout out Tyler. Tyler has been ridiculously consistent. Tyler signed up last August, fell off the face of the earth until January. Like, she signed up and then just didn't even do anything. Came back in January, decided she wanted to look at the business, has been on fire since then, showing up every single day, being super consistent, like recruiting like a boss, hitting high Success Club numbers, helping a lot of people, being vulnerable, putting herself out there, and doing her vital behaviors and doing all the challenges and different kind of stuff like that Amy puts out there. And so she'll talk here in a little bit, but way to go, Tyler. And life happens, you guys. Tyler's doing all of this despite life happening to her and some bad things that she's having to deal with. And that's just how it is. This business is something you can control. This business is like your safe place. So if you ever have something going on in your world, you can go look at Cameron and Courtney Zimick. Cameron's grandma isn't doing so good. And like last week, they were hanging out with his grandma, like watching sports. And then this week she's in the hospital and has part of her skull removed because her brain's swelling and she had a stroke. So you never know what's going to happen. Life's going to throw stuff at you, but this is always your safe place. This is always something you control. And there's no sense in like just throwing in the towel when things happen in your life. Plus, what a great support system we have here. So if anyone does ever have anything go on, like reach out to anybody. Like we have each other's backs. So it's totally awesome. Any other shout outs? Okay. And you guys, throughout the week, if you see a teammate doing something awesome or anything like that, write it down, bring it to the call. Recognition is our 4th vital behavior. So we need to kind of be more on top of that, on cheering each other on and having shout outs, okay? Okay, few housekeeping items. This month, a few awesome challenges. One of them is called Carl's Challenge. And each week they're going to be drawing 10 people every Friday who have started a new challenge using the Challenge Tracker app. If you don't know what the Challenge Tracker app is, go search the FAQs, coachfaq.com, and then search Challenge Tracker app. It's like a challenge group, but you do it from an app on your phone. So if you have 3 people in a challenge group on your Challenge Tracker app that you started the group in May, you get entered into it. And the earlier in May you start, the better. Because if you start it this week, you'll be entered into it for every Friday that they draw. So start a challenge group, have at least 3 people who you invite, and they come in and update their profile, and then you have to post at least once. You should be posting at least once a day. So that shouldn't be hard at all. But anyway, so each Friday, 10 people, $500 for each person. So that's an awesome promotion. Also, move up the line promo. So any of you who have been around for signing up for a Success Club trip, it's like a free-for-all, and everyone tries to sign up within like 3 minutes because the rooms sell out super fast. And this year, for next year, they're changing it up. The people who get to register for the Success Club trip are the people who are getting Success Club this year. So for this year, they're going to tally up all of our Success Club points. And then like whoever has the most gets to register first, and then the next person, and the next person. So it's going to be totally more fair than these people who don't even work the business and just want to go on the trips.
This is for 2018, right?
Yep. So we will be going to Punta Cana, and that is already registered. Everyone's already registered for that in 2017. But in January of 2017 is when we register for the 2018 trip. And that's the registration that we're getting points for now. And by the way, if you're a new coach, make sure to get on the wait list for Punta Cana if you're not already, because your Success Club points start earning you money as soon as you're on the wait list. So this month, however many Success Club points you get, you have to get at least 10 for this promotion. And then anything after 10 is doubled for Move Up the Line promo. And that's for registering for the 2018 Success Club trip. So try to get at least 10, and then as many as you can past that, because I'm going to tell you every point matters. Let's see. For those of us going to Summit, which is quite a few of us, there's a promotion for the 80s party, Success Club party, and you have to hit Success Club 10 in May and June, and then have a combined total of 25 points. So say you hit Success Club 15 in May and then 10 in June, that's 25 points, and you hit at least 10 each month, you get a go. It's an 80s party. It's going to be awesome. Tyler and I have already committed to going, and we're picking out our outfits, because it's one of those things where if you say ahead of time, I'm going, here's my outfit, then you're going to make it happen. So I recommend all of us going to Summit to do that. And then also Shaun T is going to be at Summit. It was kind of questionable whether he's going to be able to make it or not, and so he's not doing the normal workouts that we registered for, but there is a promotion. The top 350 Success Club earners, Diamond and above, and then Ruby and below, so a total of 700 people will get an exclusive size dance party workout with Shaun T. Last year, Casey, Felipe, and I did size with Shaun T, and Felipe got called up on the stage with Shaun T. Yeah, it was freaking awesome. So anyways, top 350 Success Point earners, if you're going to Summit, work. You don't got to go to work, but you got to work. Isn't that like the best song for us, you guys? Hey, I wish I was a good singer, but I'm not. Casey, I'm going to call on you next time to do that a little bit. And then also, if you hit Success Club in the month of May, Brian Tracy, amazing personal development guy, we get to do a webcast with him. And those are the last one we did with Jen Sincero from You Are Badass. It was an awesome webcast. And so we're going to have the opportunity with Brian Tracy this month if you get 5 or higher. The promotions this month for challenge packs, size, and max 30 are $140. You guys, max 30 is usually $180. It's $40 off. And so that one's a huge one. You know, get Shakeology, pay for 10 extra bucks for max 30 instead of paying for shipping. Challenge pack, 2 Success Club points. And if you haven't done max 30, this is a great time for maybe you to try it. It's bomb. Like, I hate it so much because it's like so much cardio, and I'm like, cardi no. No, I don't like cardio. Anyways, but it was like the leanest I've ever been in my life. And I'm kind of like contemplating doing it again just because it is so hard. It's mentally challenging. It's hard, but it gets results. And so if you have anybody, any of your friends, you can start doing like max out moves on your Instagram and do like a little competition, get people interested in the program and whatnot. If you like cardio, this is your program. It's only 30 minutes a day. And then the Kickstart versions of Size and Max 30 are $180 for the newer coaches. A Kickstart challenge pack means it's like Size plus Shakeology plus 3-day refresh. So anything that says Kickstart is the program, Shakeology, and 3-day refresh. So for Size and Max 30, that's $180. Also, Shakeology training is now in the back office. Well, it's always been there, but they updated it. So if you go into your Coach Online office and then click on the tab, Sales and Marketing, and then go down to Product Toolkits, that is where you can find the updated Shakeology training. So if you're one of those people who like clams up when someone asks them about Shakeology or doesn't quite know how to explain it or talk about it or anything like that, or doesn't see the value in it for some crazy reason, go check that out. It'll take a few minutes of your day. It'll be super helpful for you and your confidence in talking about it. I think a lot of us are like huge Shakeology fans here. And so, I mean, I personally have no problem with it. It saved my life. So I have a huge testimony. If you're still working on your testimony, just go in the back and check it out. Okay. Whew. All that housekeeping stuff. Okay, so I want to know who listened to the National Wake Up Call on Monday or listened to the recording since then. Awesome. Okay, so the people who haven't, that's obviously something you want to be doing every week. You can either listen to the recording in the Coach Online office. It always brings up a link. Or if you have an iPhone, go to the podcast app and search Team Beachbody. That's how I listen to mine. I almost never listen to them live because usually like weekends I like don't really sleep very much. And so then I sleep in on Mondays because I can, because I'm self-employed. So I do that. But then I just listen to it on the recording. And it's super simple and super easy. And I can pause it that way if I want to take extra notes. It doesn't matter how you're listening to it. It just matters that you are listening to it. Okay, so for those of you who did listen to it, she hit on the leadership ladder. How many of you went and looked at your leadership ladder and made some goals surrounding it? Okay, so Casey, why don't you tell us a new goal or something that you discovered about the leadership ladder or a new goal that you made?
Okay, well, I made a goal to get my personally sponsored, like at least 2 of my personally sponsored coaches in Success Club, and not just like Success Club 2, like Success Club 5 at least every month. So I'm working right now with Maka and Donna right now because Felipe is kind of like, he's been really busy with coaching football. He coaches middle school football. So he's been like super busy and more focused on being there for like 17 little middle school boys than he has his business. But that season just ended, so I'm really excited to get him back in the game. And plus I told him that he needs to be at that 80s party with me. Okay? Otherwise I'm going with Sierra. Duh. But I checked out my leadership ladder and I realized that in order for me to get to team leader, I need to make $1,000 a month, which is awesome and scary at the same time. So I upped my Success Club Point goals and my goals for recruiting. Instead of recruiting like 2 coaches a month, which is what I've been averaging, I want to start recruiting 6 coaches a month. So that's kind of like my goals for that.
Great. That's that abundance mindset. That's exactly what we all need to be doing. If you say you want to help 3 people, this is on the National Wake Up Call. If you say you want to help 3 people, you're probably going to fall short of your goal. You have to have an abundance mindset. Say you're going to help 10 people, and then maybe you'll help 3. You know, you always got to shoot higher. You know, shoot for the stars and you'll, or what is it? What's that quote? Shoot for the stars and you'll land somewhere. Shoot for the moon. No, you'll land in the stars.
You'll land among the stars, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So that's totally what it has to be. I shoot for Success Club 20 every month. My goal is Success Club 20. I usually hit around like 10, 15, 16, somewhere around there. That's totally exactly right, Casey. So that's good. And that $1,000 a month it seems scary and it seems weird, but once you do start bringing in, more people, and once you do have like higher goals for Success Club and stuff, you're going to be shocked at how fast it comes. So I'm really excited for you.
I'm excited too.
Yay! How about you, Sierra?
Yeah, mine was also personally sponsored in Success Club because that's like the only category, and Diamond, but I'm like hitting everything else for that tier except having personally sponsored in Success Club. So yeah.
Flo, did you make any goals or look at the leadership ladder after you heard about it?
Did you say hello?
Yeah.
Oh, I did. I was actually listening to it when I was at work, and I checked it out during my lunch break. And yeah, for me, well, like I said, just started last February. So right now I'm just kind of building. Yeah, so SC 10. Yeah.
That's a good goal. And then what else is it for?
Yeah.
So I think it's just Success Club and then coach rank for the first rung. Is that right? So yeah, so that would definitely, you
And it's
actually,
$100.
oh, okay. So you might actually pop up as a business starter for the work you did last month. It'll update tomorrow. So you may have already hit the first
awesome.
rung. So we'll have to see.
Yeah.
For those of you who are like, leadership ladder, what the heck? Let me just show you how to find it. And your call to action for tonight or tomorrow or whatever for this call is to go check out the leadership ladder. And if you have already done your May goals, just add on to them. So when you're on your very main page here, you click leadership ladder. Oh my God. You click leadership ladder right here, and then you scroll down here. Oops. Click here for more information about this report, and it brings up this, and it teaches you about it. And so it says, if you want to be a business starter, you need to make $100 a month, hit Success Club 5, and be a coach. So say last month you were a business starter. That means for this month, you're going to be wanting to shoot for these new things so that you can go up a rung on the leadership ladder. So you want to be shooting to become an emerald, which means you have 2 coaches. And then if you have 2 coaches, you want to be helping them both get some Success Club points on the board, help them help their first people. And then you want to shoot for Success Club 5, obviously, no matter what rank you are or rung you are. And then it's kind of like if you have these behaviors, then you're going to be making at least this much money. So kind of like each section kind of plays off of one or the other. And then for the weak leg volume, again, this has everything to do with recruiting. The volume comes from coaches in your downline who are creating volume through selling challenge packs and their Shakeology orders. So definitely go check that out. And if you need help figuring it out, just tell your coach and they can help you. And I think that's a perfect segue into our topic of the night, which is recruiting. So anybody, okay, how about this? Who on this call wants to make income or a living from this business? Whether you want to be a stay-at-home worker or whether you just want to make enough to pay for your student loans, your car payment. I think that's kind of all why we're on this call, right? It's because we want to be able to like turn this business into making some extra money. Well, I hate to break it to you, but this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. That's not what we're doing here. This isn't like some crazy illegal thing. This is a job. The money you make doing this is a direct reflection of the work you're doing. It's like, I don't know what happened in society where people go into these jobs and they get paid for doing a mediocre job. I don't know what your guys' paths are, but I'm like a really hard worker. So every job I've ever had, I've worked super hard. And instead of getting like recognized or instead of getting a raise, I was given more work. When I was a workers' compensation insurance adjuster before this, the girl in the cubicle next to me had been working there like 5 years or something. We were the same level. She was making like probably $5 more an hour than me. But she was like really slow and kind of just dull. Like, no offense to her. She just wasn't all there. She couldn't handle her workload. So she would get 15 claims a day. I would get 40. She was making more money than me because she had been there longer, but she couldn't handle the workload. So they gave me half of her workload. I was doing 40 claims versus 15 because I was the hard worker. I was getting the work done. So it's people like her who have like been in this corrupt system where they're getting paid and they're not even working or they're barely working. So it's people like her who come into this kind of business and think that they can like skate by, but there's like no skating by in this kind of thing. This is self-employment. You get out what you put in. And that's just the reality of the situation. So people who come in and half-ass it, and then they go, Beachbody's a scam. No, it's not. I'm doing it. I'm self-employed. I work hard. I don't give up. It's not a scam. Those people are just mad, and they're not willing to admit that they didn't put the work in. Okay? That's all it is, you guys. So if you're a hard worker and you're willing to put the work in, welcome to Inspire Tribe. That's what we're here for. Another sad reality, only like 1 in 10 people will be here a year from now. It's really sad. It's really sad. People are not willing to put in the work for themselves and their future and their family. That's like one of the most frustrating things, you guys, is like seeing people come in and like barely try and then leave. And it breaks my heart because I'm like, gosh, like you came in here with big goals. You have a family. You have big goals of like helping people, but you're not willing to like work harder for yourself than you are for, the person you go and clock in for every day. That doesn't make sense to me. Why would you work harder for someone else than you will for yourself? I'll never get that. Anyways, getting emotional over here. Moral of the story, the work you put in is what you get out in this business. And that's how everything should be, but unfortunately it's not. So if you want to start making more money sooner, I will give you the secret to that. The secret is team building. The secret is bringing in people to be on your team. The secret is bringing people to be on Inspire Tribe. And you want to know something? A lot of you guys are scared. You're scared to do that. You're like, oh, I'm not a leader. Well, I don't know if I could do this. I just started. How can I even help people if I don't know what I'm doing? Well, that's the awesome thing. We have so many systems in place. So when you sign up a new coach, what email did you get from your coach? Use that. This is about duplication. We're not reinventing the wheel. So when you signed up, whatever your coach did for you, that's what you do for the people you sign up. You don't have to come up with your own email. You just copy and paste what your coach gave you, change it if you need to change a few words to make it fit yourself, and send that to them. Well, then next you need to do a getting started right call because that's what your coach did for you. Again, in the Files and Inspire Tribe, there's a guide for doing a getting started right call. Well, then they need to do the Coach Basics training. Great. The leaders of Inspire Tribe run Coach Basics. Start every month. On the first Monday of every month, a new Coach Basics starts. So you don't need to have this all figured out to start recruiting. Too many people on this team wait till they got it all figured out. And those people are the people who leave because their income isn't growing how they want to see it grow. You can only sell so many challenge packs, you guys. You have to create a system where you're getting residual income. And that's where team building comes in. So from the day you start coaching, you need to be talking to people about the coaching opportunity as well. And if you don't have a story yet, share someone else's story. Talk about how you're excited. Talk about your goals. Like I always tell people, I'm going to be a millionaire when I turn 30. Does that make you uncomfortable? It makes some people uncomfortable when you say that kind of thing. And that's how you know you have a good goal, is when you make other people like uncomfortable when you say it. I have no doubt. I have 2.5 years and I'm already 2 years in. I will be a millionaire. I actually think that when I initially started, I said by 32. But 80% of the work is done in the last 20% of time. Have you guys heard that quote? So if you're setting a goal for like way out there, you're like, oh, I'm going to be diamond by the end of the year. You're not actually going to put in most of the work until like the last day of the year. Like that's just how people function. It's like nothing against anyone. That's just how people function. 80% of the work is done in the last 20% of time. So if you have a goal, set it like sooner, because you're not really going to start pushing and be all in until your deadline's getting close. So kind of remember that. So you should be team building from day one. And here's why. The people who are not diamond within their 6th month, by the time they've been coaching for 6 months, are more likely to leave than the people who are. Because the people who are diamond, which you guys, it's not hard. Sorry, it's a mindset. It's all up here. You got to be open. You got to be open to growing, open to helping people, open to getting people in on the coaching opportunity. And not only do you have to be open to it, but you got to work. You got to talk to more people. If you're not getting what you want, the answer is always talk to more people. Look in the mirror at yourself if you're not reaching your goals. I mean, it's simple what we do. It's not easy, but it is simple. So anyways, diamond within the first 6 months. Not everybody leaves. I wasn't diamond in my first 6 months. Whitney, Casey, a few, Tyler, Sierra. Well, this isn't a good sign. Well, this is kind of embarrassing now that I'm like saying everyone's names, but none of us were diamond in the first 6 months, and we're still all here. But there was probably like 3-4 times the amount of us, a couple months ago, people who have quit, because not everyone can see the big picture. Luckily, all of us can see the big picture, and all of us can look in the mirror and say, did I really give it my all? And we can all go, no. So we all at least know that it's our own fault. But here's a little numbers game. And this is why you're really going to want to get on fire with recruiting. Only 1 in 10 people will be here a year from now. Out of those people who stay, 1 in 30 people will become a diamond. Okay? You guys, it's crazy because those people sign up wanting to get rich, not wanting to put the work in. Once they see it takes work and they're not like getting rich all of a sudden, they leave. That's why you need to be bringing in more people, like Casey said. She upped her numbers. I'm always going for 8 a month, and I usually land around 4. And at the point I am at my business, I probably have 4 coach cancellations a month as well. And so it's like a constant, like I've been stuck at 40 coaches for like months. Like I have 40 personally sponsored coaches, but I'm still recruiting at least 4 every month, but I'm still at 40 because people are leaving. People leave, they leave. So we need to keep sharing the opportunity and hoping and crossing our fingers that it sticks for people. The next person one of us shares this opportunity with can be the next Amy Silverman. You know what I mean? Could be the next top coach, the next Bonnie Engel. Bonnie Engel went top coach or top 10 in 2 years. I know that I haven't done everything I needed to do. And I don't think any of us on here can say that we've done everything we needed to do in order to like be where we want to be. But that doesn't mean we can put our own failures when we're talking to other people. We can't make up their minds for them that they would come in and treat this. Either way, we can't think that they're going to come in and treat this as an opportunity like we do. But we also can't say that they're going to come in and not take the bull by the horns and just rock it and just become a self-made millionaire or whatever their goal is. You know what I mean? 6 figures within 2 years is totally possible. So it's a disservice for us to not be sharing this opportunity. And it's a disservice for us to look at where our own story and think that that's going to be everybody else's story. Everybody comes into this and has the same opportunity. As a matter of fact, people who come in now have a better chance because of all the trainings and stuff there are. When I joined, there was no such thing as Coach Basics and phase 2 and phase 3. Like, that wasn't a thing. I think most of us, a lot of people who joined, there's only Coach Basics because phase 2 and phase 3 just launched at the end of last year. So it's only getting better. It's only getting easier to get new people started right. So the whole moral of this story is that if you want to grow this business, you have to recruit. You have to be talking about coaching from day one. My last 3 coaches, I actually signed up a coach yesterday. My last 3 coaches were all people who just wanted to sign up with the challenge pack, but then I offered them the coaching opportunity. They said, yes, I'm in, I want to do this. And I said, okay, well, do you want to join as a customer or a coach? And they said, well, what is coaching? And I explained to them, if you want to be a coach, the commitment is up to you. You get in what you put out. You can just join as a coach to save 25% on your Shakeology and future products. You can help a few people here and there to make a few extra dollars, or you can go all in and make it into a full-time business. It's totally up to you. And it has the $15.95 monthly fee to be a coach, takes care of the websites, shipping and handling. Beachbody does all of that for us, customer service. You can cancel at any time if it doesn't work out for you, but you might as well try it. And they all said, okay. Especially because in there I also say, well, then you get your Shakeology for $97 instead of $130, and $97 plus the coaching fee is only $113. So you're still ahead with your Shakeology. So you need to be offering that to everybody as well. And you can't, if they say they just want the discount, you can't discount them to that. Like, don't take them saying that and think that they don't want to do anything with the business. Because guess what? I joined for the discount. So did Casey. Behind Whitney's back, Casey's like, I'm going to get this and I want the discount, so I'm going to join as a coach. So you can never discount people for wanting the discount. Because the people who want the discount are the people who are in love with the product. And they want the discount so they can keep the product forever. And the people who are in love with the product make the best coaches. Because they have a testimony and they realize the value in everything we do. It's a mindset, you guys. I said that earlier and I'm going to say it again. You really got to get your mind right. If you're not inviting people to coaching, that means you have something in your mind that is negative. Like, that means you have a block. That means, like, coaching to you isn't a good thing because you're not willing to share it in a positive light. So maybe just like have a minute with yourself tonight and like write in your journal. And if you don't journal, you guys, you should journal like every day and write about the future and what you're thankful for and all that. But write in your journal and say, these are the things that coaching has done for me in a positive light. These are the ways my life has changed. You know, I made 50 extra bucks last month. I have this network of girls I get to hang out with. Personal development has made my relationships better. I'm more confident because I've lost a few pounds. Shakeology makes me feel bomb and I have energy all throughout the day. I mean, whatever it may be. Write down all the positive things that coaching has brought into your life. And then also write down the things that kind of hold you back. Like, what's going on in your subconscious about coaching that you don't want to share it? Because if everybody was sharing it with everybody they were talking to, I wouldn't have just announced 4 names for bringing new coaches in the last week. There are 170 plus people in Inspire Tribe. 3, 4, 5, 6. And there are 6 new coaches. I don't know what the percentage on that is, but it's not good. It's not pretty. So when you sign up as a new coach and your sponsor says you should hit Emerald in your first 30 days, that's not a joke. And it's not for your sponsor. It's for you. Number 1, the only way you're going to get better at recruiting and sharing about the coaching opportunity is if you do it, is if you talk about it. Number 2, your sponsor wants you to succeed financially. And if you're not an Emerald and above, you're not getting Team Psycho bonus. You're not getting leads. You're not giving yourself a raise. You're stuck to only being able to make commission. And then once you're emerald, that's not a stopping point either. You can't say, oh my God, I signed up 2 coaches. I've made it. No, duplicate that. You should be trying to bring in 2 coaches, a week. And then maybe you'll bring in 1 coach every other week. Casey? Hold on. Well, yeah, just keep going. I'll tell you when I can hear you.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So I wanted to say that that's exactly what I did. I became emerald within my first 40 days, and then I'm still an emerald. I'm still an emerald. And the reason why is because I was thinking that these 4 coaches that I had, I had 2, and then I recruited 2 more. So I had these 4 coaches, and I was like, oh my gosh, we're going to go to the top, me and these 4 people. And no, that's not how it works. Like Danny's saying, 1 in 10 people actually stick around for a year. Well, I have 1 coach that's still a coach, and it's my husband. And everybody else has dropped off the face of the planet. And it wasn't until I heard a top coach say that it's easier to give birth than resurrect the dead. And what that means for your coaches that are stagnant and they're not doing anything, it's easier to recruit a new person into Inspire Tribe, into your organization, than it is to motivate your dead coaches. Yes, maybe they're going to come around. Maybe they're going to be amazing eventually, like Tyler, she has come in full force in this last couple of months. But the majority of coaches that are just completely fallen off, it's easier to just go and recruit new, fresh people that are excited. And it's absolutely a mindset. So if you just sit with your journal and think about all the amazing things on why you love coaching, it'll be so much easier to share that with someone and be honest and be genuine about it. So I just wanted to share that I've been an emerald. I'm very close to diamond, but it was a mindset shift. And once you do that, then it's like the sky's the limit.
Another cool way to think about it in terms of mindset is if I wouldn't have recruited my first coach, none of you would be here right now. Isn't that crazy to think about? If I didn't start recruiting, Inspire Tribe wouldn't be a thing. You guys might have joined on a different team or something, but what I'm saying is this tribe we have in each other and sitting on this Zoom call right now, this would be non-existent. So that's a huge positive. You never know what kind of for example, it's really cool to have financial success stories in your downline. So if I wouldn't have invited Jamie to coaching, then Sierra wouldn't be coaching. And Sierra, a few months ago, paid her mortgage payment with her Beachbody. And so it's just cool. So Sierra, maybe she wouldn't have had the opportunity and she would still be at Starbucks and not be weaning off of Starbucks so that she could be home with Dace. That's the kind of stuff that gets me super emotional. And we can't be holding that back from people, okay? Get out of your own way. Move. Get out the way. I censored it for you because I'm nice. Should have seen me about a year ago. I still curse, but now I know there's children present. Everyone popping out babies out there in Inspire Tribe land. But yeah, you guys, get out of your own way. Stop blocking other people's success. Invite everybody into the tribe and don't be fearful of it because we have systems in place. What do they say? It's better done than talked about, better done than planned, whatever. Recruit the coach and then figure out how to start them right. You don't have to have everything figured out. And that's something that I've learned the hard way because I'm definitely the kind of person who likes to have everything figured out before I take action. Well, there's no perfect time for anything. Hate to break it to you. So recruit your first coach and then frantically email your sponsor and say, oh my God, I recruited someone. What do I do? And then once you do it one time, you'll know how to do it the rest of the times. And the more you talk to people about coaching and have them join, the easier it becomes. And with that, I'm actually going to throw it over to Tyler, because the other night Tyler and I were talking and she said, oh my gosh, it's so fun to talk to people now because I could just reply to them. She goes, just a few months ago, it would take me like an hour, like trying to decide the perfect thing to say or what to say to them. And I said, well, I'm glad you have that testimony, because I always try to tell people the only way to get better at things is to do them. So throwing it your way, Tyler.
Yay! Okay, can you guys hear me okay? Okay, because my computer's been crazy. So yeah, along with what Danny said, like when I first started messaging people and just inviting them and talking about the coaching opportunity, explaining everything, like I would literally just word vomit and not know what to say, and just I felt like I was overwhelming people. And I mean, I got people out of it, but at the same time, I felt like I spent more time with them than I really should have. So I just kept doing it and kept doing it and kept doing it. And now, like for example, Amy Silverman, the challenge that she has everybody doing, invite 20 people to coaching and 20 people to challenge groups, and then 20 minutes of Tony Robbins. So I've been doing that, and at first I was very nervous to try it because I've been doing about 10 people a day, and I work full time, and I'm a mom, and just going through, you know, the health stuff that everybody goes through. So I was very stressed out about it and thought that, like, there's no way I can invite 20 people. Like, no way. So I finally just did it, and I just copied and pasted it. Like, literally, I made just a short little thing, like, hey, I'll read it to you. Actually, that's how I got Kelsey. I went to high school with Kelsey. She's on the call right now. She's my newest team member. Kelsey, I'm just going to go to our conversation. So, sorry, I have to get there. I said, literally, sorry, Kelsey, if you feel not so social, because I sent it to everyone. But I literally copied and pasted, and I mean, I changed it a little bit, like according to like what's going on in their life and stuff. Because like I have Kelsey on Facebook, so I'd see the pictures of her baby boy Boston and just, you know, stuff going on in her life. But I just said, hey, love, I'm running a few health and fitness challenge groups starting May 2nd. I was wondering if you would be interested in hearing about them. Let me know either way. P.S. Your little boy is seriously so stinking cute. So, like, the end, I would just, like, make it personalized to, you know, what was going on in their life. And I literally I sent 20 invites in, like, 15 minutes. And I did that while I was at work, too. So, like, it's honestly, like Danny was talking about, it is, like, all in people's minds, I think, because I hope I don't hurt anybody's feelings, but I get like excuses like up the yin yang about like why people can't invite 5 people, why they can't invite 10 people. And it's kind of silly to me because I'm like, if you want it, just do it. It's not that hard. Like, you need to not think about like how hard it is. Just make it simple. Even if your first like few invites sound horrible and they're not very friendly, or you think they don't sound very professional, who cares? Just send it and you'll be surprised, and you'll get better at it the more you do it. And the more you start talking to people, you'll get, you know, it'll get easier and the words will flow a lot better. But I just think, like, especially with me, like, yeah, I hit Success Club 16 2 months in a row and then Success Club 10, but still, like, I struggle sometimes with inviting and just getting out of my own way and doing Amy's challenge. It definitely shows that you can do it. You just need to do it. But anyways, that's my whole little spiel. I can't remember what else I was going to say because I have a headache, but was that all, Danny?
Yeah, pretty much. And just the fact that you don't know what you're capable of until you try. We kind of talked about that the other night.
Oh yeah, like when I first signed up as a coach, like the thought of hitting Success Club 10, I was like, yeah, okay, whatever, that will not happen. And then I hit Success Club 16 2 months in a row. So for me now, I'm like, okay, like to me, Success Club 10 is easy peasy. I'm like, that's just helping 5 people. Like, man, like that's not a big deal. So like it's true, like you don't really know what you're capable of until you do it. And then once you do it, you're like, it's kind of like a non-negotiable. Danny and I were talking about, like, now that I've hit Success Club 10 or Success Club 16, like I'm never gonna not let myself not hit Success Club 10 because I know I can. And I struggled last month. Like I was like so nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, I've hit Success Club 16 2 months in a row. Like I'm totally gonna let my team down if I don't even hit Success Club 5, let alone 10. And I made myself hit 10. So it's just all in your mind, and you really gotta, like Danny said earlier, you gotta reach for the moon so you can land in the stars, because you really, really don't know what you're capable of until you try. And a lot of people, I feel like they are even just afraid to try, but you have to. Otherwise, I mean, you don't want to look back in a couple of months and be like, dang, could I have done that? Heck yeah, you can. I'm sorry, but like I have failed at a lot of things in life, like a lot. And the fact that I'm doing this, like seriously, anybody can do this. And to me, that's huge. Like how far I've come, and like it's just the beginning. So, I mean, really, guys, you can do it.
Yeah. I love you, Tyler. I'm really proud of Tyler, you guys. She is seriously like she has a lot of excuses that she could use, but she doesn't. And she makes it happen, and she's just really been rocking it. So, Tyler, if you quit, I'm like going to come to your house and be like, you can do it. Be here a year from now.
Please do. Like, that's one thing, is I will never quit at this, just because I've seen the potential and I've seen the magic a little bit, and I'm just at the beginning. So if I do quit, like, you all should like come, I don't know, beat me up or something. That would be crazy.
And something else with Tyler's inviting. So she took Amy's challenge. Did anyone else do Amy's challenge? 20 invites to challenge groups, 20 invites to coaching, Tony Robbins. No follow-ups. Anyways, Tyler.
It's insane, guys. Like, sorry, Danny, don't mean to interrupt, but like, I was like at Success Club 2, and when I started doing it, I went to like 10, like super easy. So I was like, oh my God, if I really do this for 30 days, like, who knows what's gonna happen? Like, it's crazy. You guys should really do it. It's like amazing, and it's really. I was gonna add real quick that I forgot. Amy was talking about doing cold invites, and I was like, there's no way I can do Amy Silverman's challenge if I don't do cold invites, because not that many people like my stuff on Facebook. And so that's what I did. I literally just cold invited. I mean, I started with the people who liked like certain things on Facebook or Instagram, and then I just did cold inviting, and that was it. And that's how I got all my points for last month, and then my 1 point or 2 points for the beginning of this month. But anyways, I'm done.
Okay, and I just want to like add on to like Tyler's stuff. Okay, so she went out there, was super vulnerable, put herself out there, and then just invited a lot of people. You know, hit Success Club 10. So she helped 5 people out of the crap ton of people she invited. But here's the deal. Those crap ton of people, she now is building relationships with. Sure, it was kind of like an awkward, like cold invite at the beginning, but she changed a few people's lives because of it. And the other people she's getting to talk to now and like build relationship and form. And so now that's like an endless number of people down the line who may come back and watch Tyler grow in her business and go, oh my gosh, I want to be a part of that business. Or watch Tyler and all of us, you know, physically, emotionally, mentally grow. So just think of, it's not just about Success Club. I mean, it's about helping people in general, whether or not they go through with it. And so what if Tyler, like, or anyone, any of us who are like messaging people and like building relationships, what if you sent a message to somebody who is having a really bad day, like really bad, and it like changed their life? You never know, you guys. And the power of like thinking of someone, sending a small note that you're thinking about somebody, giving love, not only does it make you feel better, because you're like, giving love is like the best feeling in the world, especially if you're someone who struggles with anxiety or depression. Focusing on other people and giving love and thanks to them is like one of the best medicines for that. And I can attest to that. I'm like a very like emotional low person, and whenever I get in those moods, I have to get out and I have to stop focusing on myself and like focus on other people. But anyways, you never know whose life you can change, and it's not your choice. It's not your choice. Stop making up people's minds for them. Stop getting to the point where someone wants to do a challenge and you're like, they won't want to coach, so I'm not going to offer it. Stop. You don't know that. That's not your choice. You don't get to make people's lives choices for them. Say you're not going to invite someone. Oh, they won't want to do this. You can't do that. You can't make up these people's minds for them. Quit being selfish. Quit being scared of changing someone's life for the better. Like, that's the only mindset thing, you guys. Get out of your own way and stop making up people's minds for them. Talk to everybody. Share this with everybody. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. I'm way more confident than I was as a newer coach. And you want to know one of the biggest things that boosted my confidence was seeing 3 girls in the same month sign up as coaches on different teams who I had the opportunity to invite. And I just in my head was like, oh, they won't want to do this. Talk about a kick in the gut. I was just like, oh man, like, it's totally not if, it's when, you guys. This is what we're doing, is the future, and it's real, and it's like getting healthy. And Whitney's having a party, and she didn't even invite us. Okay, you guys, well, does anyone have any questions on anything from tonight? Okay, so oh yeah, go ahead.
I want to know what that was.
Yeah, what was that? Strobe light?
Oscar putting a radiator in your car, and now that we he's got this fancy headband. He just bought it.
Boys and their toys.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, you guys, so get off this call, go check out the leadership ladder rung requirements and set yourself some goals, because the leadership ladder is also a way to increase your income, because it kind of forces you into the behaviors you need to be doing to growing a team and growing volume and team cycle bonus and all that fun stuff. Number 1. Number 2, get your head right with the coaching opportunity. Recruit from day 1. Don't hold it back. Get out of your own way and work harder for yourself than for the man. You deserve it. You're worth it. We're all worth it. There's so much available in this world. You have to have a mindset of abundance. There's so much room at the top. Each one of us can succeed. Just because one person is succeeding doesn't mean someone else can't. That's the freaking glorious thing in this business. And it makes me really, really, really sad to not have more of you guys succeeding. And so I think it's mindset. That's the only thing I can chalk it up to. Mindset and really putting your head down and working. But this is exciting, you guys. 2016, I just have a feeling like something about this year is big. So let's do the damn thing. Let's help the people and let's get more Inspired Tribers. And if you need help with anything, just let your upline know. And if they don't know, then they ask their upline. And if they don't know, they ask me. That's kind of how it works here, so that we can all learn together. All right, you guys. Well, happy Wednesday, and I love you. And next week, I'm excited to see how many more people we help. And let's all make it a goal to at least help one, help one person come into the coaching opportunity this week. How cool would that be next week on the call if I'm like, Tyler, Sierra, Whitney, Mindy, Kelsey, Casey, Maka, Kelsey, Hannah, Flo, Brittany, Alicia. You know what I mean? All brought new coaches in. And their new coaches are on the call. And it's so cool. We're a big family. Stop it. Oh, okay, you guys. Love you long time. Mwah. Oh, wait. One other thing. To help you with recruiting, so that once you're like inviting people to the coaching opportunity, we have a coach sneak peek every month. So like there's so much help, so much provided for you that you don't even have to worry about. So if you are like, I don't even know how to explain anything to them, invite them to the coach sneak peek. It's the second Monday of every month. It's a Facebook group. It's 5 days long, Monday through Friday. Each day there's a 10-minute video explaining different aspects of coaching. If that's not easy, and if that's not something being served to you on a golden platter, then I don't know what it is. You really have no excuses. So I don't want to hear them, quite frankly. I just want you guys to succeed. So, all right. Love you long time. Bye.